Hello, welcome back to my channel. Today's pick a card reading is another pick a door reading. We're gonna pick a door for some advice. We have 3 doors here, but before I get into that, I'm gonna ask that if you like these readings, please hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on the bell icon so you can be notified of when I upload. And most definitely, my favorite part of all, leave me a comment down below. I love talking with you guys. You make my day a whole lot better. Just seeing your name makes me a whole lot happier. So, drop me a line. Alright, pile number 1 is represented with a piece of yellow jade to represent those amber glass doorknobs that you used to see in 1800s homes. Pile number 2 is represented by a blue moon quartz crystal, and it's cut in such a way that it just kind of reminds me of those old glass crystal doorknobs. And then pile number 3 is represented by a gypsum rosette, and this is the closest thing to a doorknob I had other than those other 2. Also, it's really pretty, and it's also known as the desert rose. So go ahead and resonate on which door is right for you. And if you need a little bit more time, go ahead and pause that video. And let's get started. All right, pile number 1, my lovely yellow jade folk. Really does remind me of like the little amber crystal doorknobs. All right, let us see what advice the cards have for you. We have number 28, Death and the Maiden, Invasion, Boundaries Violated, Dominance. Okay. I'm sorry if you're going through that. This may be something that you're going through so that you learn to establish your own dominance. This could be just something painful. I do have links in the description box if you are going through something painful to places that can help. Please make sure you check that out if that's the case. We have number 14, Glamour, Intrigue, Drama. And that could be the boundary that's been violated. It could be someone's gossiping. The Lantern Fairy, number 24, says there is a clear solution to all of that. The Grumpy Red Fairy says, be your true self. So, yeah, I kind of feel like this is, for some of you, this is like one of those where your mom's like, oh, well, you're going to be an accountant because you should be an accountant because accountants make good money and you're good with numbers. And you going, I don't want to be an accountant. And then they go ahead and, you know, get you an interview without you knowing at an accounting firm. And the clear solution is there, is for you to be your true self, for you to stand up, for you to establish your dominance and stand up and say, no, I'm not a freaking accountant. I'm an architect. I'm a scientist. I'm a accountant. You know what I mean. For some of you, you are in a relationship that is constantly a source of drama. And maybe there's someone that still hangs out with their exes, and you're like, I don't like that. But you haven't said anything yet, and the solution is clear. Be yourself. Speak up for yourself. establish this dominance for yourself and tell them you don't want any part of this crap. Some of you, have had some boundaries violated due to gossip. And people have been talking kind of some smack, and you're not sure how to handle it. They're telling lies on you. They've exaggerated shit. The clear solution here is for you to be yourself and to speak out and speak your truth. And whether they believe it or not, at least you got your truth out there. Considering that is the clear solution, I am going to assume that they are going to believe it. Some of you have been hurt in the worst way possible that a human person can be hurt. There may be a court case going on about this hurt, and you're not sure if you should go forward or not. The cards are telling you to be your true self. Only you can decide if this is something you can move forward with or not. I will be honest, it's not easy. It's not easy to go into a courtroom and face somebody who did something like that to you. But if it's what feels right, you're not going to let that stop you. You're going to establish your dominance and be yourself and reveal the clear solution to everybody by showing them the truth. And that is what I have for you, pile number 1. I wish I had better advice, like winning lottery numbers. If you are a number person, you got 28, 14, 24, and 8. You may want to play the lottery with those numbers. Those sound pretty nice. 28, 14, 24, and 8. But the solution to these problems where you feel like your boundaries are being violated, where you feel there may be gossip, there may be maybe somebody's always taking your lunch out of the work fridge, is to be yourself and speak up for yourself. The advice I have here, very plain as day, is to stand up for yourself and what you want, and what you will, what you will and will not allow, because it's time. It's time for you to stand up for yourself, lovelies. You deserve a lot better than that. And that is what I have for you, my gorgeous yellow jade folk. I want to thank you for taking time out of your day to spend it with me, and I hope you have a wonderful day. All right. Door number 2. My clear quartz crystal doorknob, people. Let's take a look at the blue moon quartz. Oh no, I said clear quartz, but it's blue moon quartz. My apologies. All right. And let us see what your advice is. Release your power. Number 33, Dress of Alchemy. All right. Well, you may have been drawn to pile number 1 because they also need to release their power. Number 18, Violet Duchess. Stifled, bored, and stuck. Number 15, Mildew Fairy. Cleanup time. And number 41, Nautilus Princess. Powerful personal growth. All right. So the advice I'm seeing for you, pile number 3, my lovely clear blue moon quartz doorknob folk, is that it's time for you to stand up for yourself. Again, you could have been very well drawn to pile number 1 because they have a very similar message. It's time to stand up for yourself. But for you, unlike pile number 1, where there may have been some pain involved, be it emotional or physical, you're just kind of you're releasing your power because you've been held back. You've either been held back at work, you've been held back in your relationship, in your life, in some way, shape, or form, you're being held back. But you're cleaning up. You're getting rid of anybody and anything that says you can't do it. You know, aside from like the law and stuff. But if you have someone in your life telling you, no, you can't do it, you're getting rid of them because you're realizing that it's a time for you to grow. And that you need people in your life who support you and who help you. And again, I'm not talking about yes men in your life. I'm talking about people who will support you and love you and help you through whatever it is you need help with. But yeah, I feel like a lot of you have been held back, and it is time for you to clean that out of your life. It is time for you to release your power. It is time for you to stand up for yourself, to acknowledge your growth, to celebrate your growth, and to somehow stand up for that growth, for who you are, for what you want for your life. Release that power. Don't allow anybody to hobble you. Don't allow anybody to keep you from achieving those goals, because you are freaking amazing, gorgeous. You are beautiful. You are amazing. You are so smart and kind and wonderful. It's time to release that power. It's time to cut the things out of your life that are making you feel stuck. It is time to move forward into this personal growth, and it is time to rule your life. And it's going to be beautiful, and it's going to be gorgeous, because you deserve it, and you're willing to put the work in. You're willing to release your power. You're willing to do this growth, and it is going to bring you to places that you can't even imagine, that you're going to be so happy about. And it's really beautiful. Let me see one more. A Time for Spirit. Pink Lotus Fairy, number 43. So yeah, what I kind of feel the advice is for you is it's time for you to release your power. It's time for you to understand how strong and amazing your spirit is. It is time for you to go through a growth spurt in a soul way. And in doing this growth spurt, it is going to bring you a lot of happiness, and it is going to clear a lot of gunk and a lot of garbage out of your life, and it is going to get you out of this pattern of feeling stuck. You will not be feeling stuck anymore. You will be moving forward, and you will be moving forward in a cleaner, healthier way, if that makes sense. Some of you, this is literal growth. Changing the way you eat, changing your exercise routines, doing some yoga, changing the way you talk to yourself, changing everything to live a happier, healthier life. For others of you, this is just you standing up and saying, I'm done being stuck. Whatever I gotta do to get out of this, I'm gonna do. This is you cleaning out the garbage. This is you learning what you need to learn. And this is you trusting that you're gonna get to where you want to go, because you are, my lovelies. It's right here in the cards. And that is what I have for you, my gorgeous Blue Moon Quartz folk. Pile number 2, door number 2. I want to thank you for taking time out of your day to watch my videos. You guys make life a whole lot better. All right. I love you guys. Take care of yourselves. All right. Door number 3. Pile number 3. You chose the Gypsum Rosette, also known as a desert rose. And let's see what advice the cards have for you. We have Shallow Grave. You miss someone. Number 29. So there's someone out there that you're missing right now. I'm so sorry for your loss. We have number 17. Strangely lonely. Holding on too tight. So there's someone out there that you're missing, and you're kind of holding on to them a little tightly. And it was meant for you to let them go. We have number 35, Storm Angel. Collision of beliefs, attitudes, and energies. The Witch at the End of the World. An important end, a new beginning. Number 45. And number 12, Winged Seer. You see clearly. Clairvoyance. All right. So what I see here is some of you have someone from your past that you're kind of missing, that you're sort of longing for. You've been holding on to them. You may have been using them as a litmus test or a measure for your other relationships. And the cards are saying the reason why this relationship didn't work out is because you may have thought you guys were very compatible, but there was a lot of collision of core beliefs. Like, for example, you wanted kids and they didn't, or you didn't want kids and they did. This was brought to an end because the end for this relationship was important. There is a new beginning coming your way, a better beginning, and you know that. You can feel that. You can see that because you're someone who can see that kind of stuff. This relationship would have been constant fighting, constant misery on both of your parts. It had to end so that something better could come along for you, and that something better will come along for you. And you know it, and you will know it when you see it, because you have the Winged Seer here. So you're someone who does have a little bit of a gift at seeing things. Some of you, this could just be, you've been stuck with your loved one or your partner through COVID and quarantine and all of that. And now that that's kind of easing up, maybe they've gone back to work, you're kind of hanging on to those COVID days. You miss them because you guys had fun together. It's a collision of beliefs for you because you never wanted to be dependent on anybody. You're not a codependent type of person. You're very independent and strong on your own. It's just for some reason you're really, really missing them. But this time with them in that respect was supposed to come to an end so that you could miss them, so that you could understand how much more they mean to you now. And you know that because you see that. For others of you, yeah, there's someone that you're missing and you're kind of holding back, you're holding on to them. And the cards are saying that you guys were just too different. This was meant to end so that you could have a beginning with somebody more suited towards you, somebody who understood you better, somebody who dealt with your life a little bit better. And you are going to get them. Have no doubt. You are flippin' amazing. But yeah, I mean, it's a pretty cohesive reading too. You miss someone, holding on way too tight, collision of beliefs, styles, attitudes, energies, an important end, a new beginning. You see clearly, clairvoyance. You're missing them. You're holding on to them. It wasn't meant to be for right now. You guys are too different. But that was meant to end so that something better can come along. That something better is definitely coming along, and you will see it and know it and feel it when it shows up. And it will be showing up for you because you deserve it. Because you're amazing, because you're lovely, because you help other people, because you care about other people, because you're willing to hang on to something that may make you feel a little bit bad about yourself in order to be with someone you love. And that makes you pretty dang awesome in my book. And I just want to say thank you for all you do to make this world a better place, you lovely gypsum Rosette folk. that is what I have for you. Let me just double check and see. Some of you could have recently experienced a loss that really shook you. That kind of has you holding on a little tight to your partner now or friends in your life. You're not sure what to believe anymore. It could be that your core beliefs are being shaken. This ending is meant to happen so that you can start afresh. You can start anew. And you kind of already know that. You kind of already felt that. You've already known you were a little bit different. And that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. And you may be missing this person, but you're meant to not be with them right now. Something better is coming in your way. Something solid is being started by you for your future endeavors, and you may not have time for this person right now because there is such a collision of beliefs that it's just a chore, a job, hanging out with them. And I'm sorry if that's the case. And I hope things get better for you guys. And I am sending you a lot of love and light, my gorgeous Gypsum Rosette folk. Thank you for all you do to make this world a better place. For those wondering what cards we used today, we used the Oracle of Shadows and Light by Lucy Cavendish and Jasmine Becket-Griffith. Highly, highly recommend. These cards are just amazing. The deck is lovely. The booklet is lovely. And you gotta love the numbers. All right. Take care of yourselves, guys. Thank you.